Welcome to another session of Endless Legend. I'm playing the Allayi and I'm in dire straits because the Draken player, so-called diplomacy experts, are knocking on our front door with big armies. I definitely could have maybe cheated out one of these monks a bit sooner, but basically I have to hold at this point. If I can't hold, I'm losing my best city. If I can hold, maybe I can whittle down their armies a bit. And unfortunately, the way this works, we're going to have our units come and split. So that's not great. I don't know why there's so many mechanics in this game that really punish you for defending. If defending is obviously really... It's important that you're able to defend properly, because that balances the field a bit between the aggressive and the defensive players. By the way, here... upgrade increases defense and damage by 20% on each consecutive attack. And increasing damage and attack on each consecutive attack during winter. So this is a strong unit either way. It's also more tanky than the Seeker. The Seeker is pretty terrible. So we get bonuses from being on city towers. That's why I'm positioning like this. I also want my hero to be shooting down from the high ground. Although it's possible. Yeah, it's possible there might be better moves. We're gonna move the militia here and make sure we can form up. Speaking of which, we should definitely move this unit in front, and then move this hero. What is the fastest Draken thing? This one? Ugh. This one. We can definitely move this infantry hero towards that unit. We can advance this by 1, I think. Good. You don't want the units to leave formation, basically. As you can see, being on city tiles gives you free morale, which gives you a lot of attack and defense bonus. Still not that much. Comparatively at least. We don't want to pick up this low initiative unit, or high initiative unit, so that we can have the highest initiative. Oof. So that costs us a lot of hit points on those units. See, the problem is having more armies is just so much of an advantage that it overrides all of these nice defensive bonuses. Meaning that endless difficulty kind of ends up being about... it's kind of like you kind of get blasted off the board very easily. And that doesn't feel good or really fun or interesting. Or any good verb. We definitely want to attack this unit because it's high initiative. It messes with our attack patterns. We're going to send this militia around here, I think, to make sure it's doing something. And this militia can go... This militia is already attacking here, I think. This militia can go around and attack this army unit. Yeah, hopefully we can actually make this hold. That'll be great, because I'm enjoying the Allayi. It would be nice if they didn't just flop and die. Oh no, it missed! Oh, damn it. Maybe we should have been targeting the weaker units in this fight. Oof, speaking of weak units, Seekers are not the best. Especially unupgraded Seekers, which is my bad, obviously, but See, the militia are not able to pull their weight, meaning that defenses are not strong enough, I think. Okay, what is this? The Skyfin, yeah. Okay, the Skyfin should bounce back, and morale... I think it morale's up. Okay, we're gonna go for morale like this, because it's definitely the weakest link in our chain. Actually, we can just bounce back here and give morale to our hero, and that should boost these, provided they're still alive at that stage of the game, or stage of the fight, I should say. And I guess we'll just kill this Draken because it's closest to us. Yeah, we need to make sure we unload some pressure on our main Yeah, there's not. I feel like this fight will either go well. Whoa, that was a lot of damage. Will either go well for us or it won't, and there's not that much we can do to change that. It's good that this militia is tanking a lot for us there. It'd be really funny if, despite moaning and complaining so much about how the defensive mechanics don't favor the player, if I win. Oh, as you can see, the morale bonus stacks on all of our units, so we have a ton of morale, which might help us survive here, actually. Yeah, if only I had played better, but been able to defend that first city. I was just caught off guard by the army position there. My bad, I should have been scouting more. Again, this is a part of the game I'm really not good at. Preventing myself from dying very quickly. No, I want to move here. On this location. And then we can use one of Auriga, but I think the buff is already active. Last 2 turns, right? So we don't have to reapply it immediately. I don't think it's oh, shifting ore. I don't think this stacks. And we already have it active on all of our units. So instead I'd rather like to attack one of these units. We can attack like this, attack like this. Yeah. Actually, our hero should probably attack the stupid unit, so. And we can engage their hero to stop it from attacking more valuable units. Yes! Excellent! So our hero is actually doing a ton of damage because of the upgrade and also because of the extra morale. Oh, I forgot to move that unit. Oh, that's terrible. So actually, we're managing to put up a fight here. We're losing some militia, but okay. Okay, briefed on them, so that was cool, question mark. I don't have to attack the hero. Attacking the hero is less likely to weaken their armies in the future. Let's just deactivate the stupid hold position. Hold position is good because the AI is stupid, but hold position is also bad because the AI is stupid. What I mean is, it's good because it prevails. Of course. Somehow this lags. This game is older and less graphically demanding than Inner Space 2, but Inner Space 2 is better optimized somehow. Oh well. Okay, the important thing for us here is that we have our units in a chain during summer. Well, our hero is doing so much for us here. This is despite not already having any combat upgrades. Just the extra morale is really working out for us. That did not work out for us. The fact that we have to keep our armies in a chain to benefit from the morale definitely hurt us there. And we lost the Seeker, which is, I would say it's bad, but Seekers are bad, so, potato, potato. But we, miraculously, I think we're holding here, which I'm surprised by. Maybe it's not so miraculous. The fact that we can really exploit extra morale. The morale seems to be stacking quite heavily in our favor. We just need to make sure we kill as many of their units as possible during this fight, while losing no real units. We've lost the Seeker. Okay, that is a real unit, but it's not that real a unit. But we have a monk completely intact in this fight, and we've killed a lot of their units. So we can think about pushing out next. I think next turn at the latest. We've lost the Seeker, but we haven't really lost the monk, and they've lost 4 Dragonlings. So, actually, I managed to hold, which is great. I was quite pessimistic. I was worried this would be the end for us, but yeah, turns out that was at least slightly unfounded. And pretty soon the winter will happen. You know what happens during the winter time, basically. We can wreck phase. I just want to pick up the extra monk unit before I engage in combat. And I do want this alchemical alloys if I can get it. Because then we can actually get higher tier weapons. I'm also kind of broke, so that's not good. Oh, they moved their hero off their army? Okay, I'm pouncing. I'm ready to pounce. And because they're besieging us, they have no choice but to engage us in combat. Which suits us reasonably well. Now I'm just going to wait here with my monks and my hero. It's fine to have a bit of a tighter formation, I think. Well, these units are good against tight formations, but Also, the city morale bonus is no joke. Yeah. I feel like just being beaten into a pulp has made me a bit better at a number of times. It's maybe just slowly making me a better commander. Maybe not. I do want them to come to me though, so I can really exploit the city tower. Speaking of which, our hero here is going to be a good warrior. Okay, we're just going to shoot over there. Yeah, our hero is really getting huge benefits from. He's getting huge benefits from the city tower and the morale. I think it might be on maximum morale even. So that's great. We also picked up some good weapons for a hero without having to get the next hero weapon tech. So yeah, it looks like we actually managed to hold and we managed to defeat their army, which means we can turn the tide of this war, at least for now. This is also kind of good for us in a way because, strangely, we're kind of bad at expanding. So, I mean, look, let me explain what I mean. When we finish this battle and look at the overall topography or map of this island, look at how much territory is already taken by red. If we want to expand our measly little empire, we have to attack red at some point. It's just the way it is. Right. Okay, we can pick up a bonus move unit production. It's more important to us now, I think. We can also put one random person in dust so we don't get broke. Now, we have to besiege one of these cities, definitely. The question is which one. This one is the one we lost. So I won't besiege that because that's a good city. I also want to get my hero back at some stage. Speaking of which, we can pick up this, which makes it easier for us to retreat. Which would be useful. We can pick up coup de grace, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, this is a really solid upgrade, I think. Adds percentage attack. So that means it's an attack on top of this, which means our odds of critically are going to be really high with this hero. This hero is still disabled. We need 1100 dust to restore that hero. Not going to happen anytime soon. 1100 units is that. We need one work on food to make sure that the population here doesn't starve, which would be bad, obviously. And we aren't fervent though, so that's nice. We don't have any gold production, which is not nice. I do want the city back really badly. And then we can pick up this city very quickly, and then hopefully we can force Red into a truce. Because hopefully Red will be so sick and tired of losing cities at that point that they can appreciate that losing is their winning. Is that a good way to put it? Yeah, so actually we held. Again, this is sort of like my playthrough with the cultists. Where like life is over, and that was actually we're doing fine. Okay, gold is ended. That's very bad for us because we're super broke, and it's also winter, which means we're going to be super broke as well. A settler's attacking me. Interesting. And we got this loot because they probably killed this. Now, make sure you have 8 population in these one of your cities. So we have to go to the old place where ancestors in Gracebow prayed. The Allayi are all about saving Mother Auriga, the planet, and they're probably the oldest faction in the game. So we have to reclaim the ancient places which were meant for our civilization, because again our civilization is knocked back a bit. We need to reach 8 population units here, which should be possible. Now they're attacking us with a settler, which is at the very least mystifying. Now I think we can show off how powerful these monk units can be. And we should also use the Skyfin to demoralize enemies. Shift in nature. As you can see, It gains bonus attack. Alright. It has reduces morale for units in a chain. It's basically the same as the buff upgrade, except reversed. And similarly, we give happiness to allies, but instead of that, now we gain life to allies with this hero. But instead of that, now we hit a nova of enemies, so we hit adjacent enemies with our hero, which is also quite nice. Yeah, the Allayi hero is pretty solid. And this is what I really like about monks. They can really wrap around enemies. Like so. And really push the initiative. Okay, I'm going to move forward with my hero and just shoot this unit first. Now this army won't attack first, I think. These armies will just attack here. This army can... I don't know. Does this actually do damage? Yeah, I think it does. Hopefully it does at least. So they attacked us with their armies, which means it's going to be way easier for us to just take their cities now. Yeah, so despite a terrible start, this war's really turned around for us. Kind of, this is sort of my trademark, I think. Like at this point, like losing battles, but winning wars. Even losing cities, but winning wars. We won that. Wait, what? They have an army? Oh, from the other city. Oh, no. Well, whatever. We can still fight this battle. We should definitely keep our valuable unit in the back. Okay, and speaking of in the back, we want to move our hero in front. Get some pot shots off of these guys. Do we get some pot shots off of the support unit, just to make sure that we deal... Not damage, that we deal morale damage. I don't know what's called. The best thing about having a hero is that, or a ranged hero, is that it actually does something without having to put itself at risk. Okay, this can close the gap here quite quickly. Speaking of closing the gap, we definitely want our Allayi monk units to start doing some damage here. We can actually move this here. This army unit should move. No, whatever. This army unit should move here and attack like this. And this army you can even move up here and just engage that unit there. Although we want to bounce this back if possible, but probably it's going to tank a hit from that. Actually, this army unit can almost just come around and kill the militia. Hopefully, this doesn't do enough damage to kill our Skyfin, because, like I said, Skyfin is really important to us. Like, almost just emotionally at this point. I really like that unit. And I want to just make sure I can kill these militia as fast as possible. As you can see, the monk units are noticeably more dangerous as attacking units at this point in the game, so in the winter. So we did lose some health there on our Skyfin, but also it doesn't matter that much. This unit can go and attack that, distract it from our Skyfin. But actually, Skyfin tanking at the moment is not bad for us. Yeah. Because that means that our attacks are landing on our support units, which are not going to take that much damage. So we're saving life on our damage units, which is obviously excellent. Or preferable. And now we gain 2 cities back. You guys suck. That was a bit weird. But they do suck. Anyway, let's move forward. And join this army up. And next turn we can think about pressuring this city. We can't even besiege it at this point. This is a very aggressive Skyfin right here. Hungry little Skyfin. Anyway. I just want to keep producing monks at this point. And I want to move all my workers over here. Oh, we're broke. That's really bad. It's super broke. Actually, here we can move all our workers to dust as well. And here. We're even starving, that's how bad this is. Well, starvation is a, like, we're not gonna... Where's Egendir? Well, it doesn't say that it's starving. Is it really starving? We should get important stuff in these cities. Like, we already have happiness bonus in the city, I think. I think we can just make extra goths. Capturing extra cities is actually really bad for us because of rebellion and stuff. We're actually gonna get broke. We're gonna have to sell some stuff. That's really bad. Let's see if we can negotiate a truce instead. Having this many regions is actually terrible for us. We should have raised Uros to the ground. Can we do that? No, where's the raise to the ground button? I don't want to capture this bullshit. Okay, we're slowly dying of dust. Okay, your truce. Let's try that out. How much in favor of truce are they? They're quite in favor of a truce. Oh, well, where are they attacking? Oh, no. Will the siege still happen if we get a truce? Question is, do we even want this place? It's okay, but we can exchange. We can basically shuffle. We can play roulette, and I don't know how roulette works. Why am I talking about roulette? We can basically exchange control of these. I think that's fine. We auto here. Hopefully that doesn't mean they think they're going to win the war again. They are exhausted though. They can give us some stuff. That'll be nice. They could even give us their cap. No, they could give us a city. The thing is, we have enough cities where it's like we're getting negative returns on our cities. We should probably pop this. Yeah, we're no longer dying of dust malnutrition or whatever the hell. Dust malnutrition. Putting the shit on my ass. Like, anyway. Let's bounce here. Bounce here. Alright. And then... So, hilariously enough, that push was almost easily... Well, not easily. We deflected that push, and now we're actually doing okay. It's kind of funny. Normally, when I lose a city, I would, like, give up. I was like, what the hell? And, like, both of the series where I've just lost something, I've immediately recovered it with interest. So, you know, that's kind of funny. Definitely kind of means, I guess, that the strategy might be just a tank. Okay, now they gained that, so we have one action point to besiege that city. They're not going to move their army down there, so we can wait a turn before taking decisive action there, so that's okay. We do want extra dust if we can, just to make sure that our hero can come online faster. This is such a terrible city. Good lord. Gross. Well, it's actually not that bad if we can expand in this direction. It's just that this location is just the city center is just placed terribly. I don't understand how the AI can be so dumb. Like, you just code it to never place it on the side. Whatever. It is really dumb though. It's super stupid. This is a well-developed city though. Maybe I can just destroy Urus somehow. Just set flame to the city. How much is expansion disapproval? Minus 50. Oof. Pretty intense. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to set that city on fire if it were possible. Where's the upgrade to set cities on fire? It must be somewhere. No, no upgrade. Come on. Where is it? Isn't there a raise city button? I'm not even sure. I mean, this is a good city. I want to capture it, definitely. Now, if they put up defenses, I'm not gonna... Yeah. The question is, how high is our expansion disapproval? Quite high. So we definitely don't want to overdo it here. We have 4 cities now. Well, what is that region there? Is this their capital? Yeah, we can beeline for this region actually. Try and be a bit greedy. Pick up a better city. Well, it looks like they have militia there. So let's try and get favorable terms instead. So we sort of shifted. Now we have, quite appropriately, we have 4 cities at the end of that melee. We've given them that city, but yeah, whatever. That region sucks. We can always pick these up later. Now that I'm confident I can win a war with these assets. These my wonderful neighbors, the assets. Now, yeah, we can consider moving someone to dust production here. Make sure we don't drown. And in the meantime, let's see about the truce. So they're interested in the truce because of exhaustion, because we've wrecked them. So that's good. Now the question is, what can we get? No, they don't want that. They don't want to give up fortresses for some reason. We can get a reaping station. Sporos, what is that? Guardian of Dust. One of the 5 spirit that protected Origa. +1 Guardian authorized on Empire. So how do we get these Guardians? I'm not sure how these Guardians are unlocked. Oh, Guardian of Water, Guardian of Air. Oh, you get the Guardians like here. And here's one of these Guardians. And that's a really, supposed to be, I guess, a really powerful individual unit, but it costs a lot to build. That's pretty cool. Although I want to hope these things are retrofittable. If they're not, they might be garbage. Like secretly, everything that's not retrofittable is complete trash. Like, you know, any mercenary units are complete garbage. So no, I don't want to give you stuff. I want you to give me stuff. This is how it's going to work. Yeah, you can give me all your dust. How about all your pearls? How about Palladium? They're not interested in giving me. The thing is, if I ask for a city, they'll never request that. And asking for science is okay, but central market is very important for us, though. Yeah, this is pretty decent. We're getting much needed dust to get our hero back, much needed pearls because pearls are good for us. A central market, which will help us because it's a good scientific, happiness upgrade. Yeah, and I think these terms are fine. We ended up with more cities. We're believers in diplomacy. Yeah, my ass, like, we definitely are. Sorry for the language on the stream. I want to get this hero back. I can't think about buying it. No, I can't think about buying a hero, never mind. Looks at screen, gives up. No, this has a lot of population. We're going to assign our hero to that. Actually, it has a anomaly. Oh, what's cool is when we capture new areas, we get... Oh no, these are just borough streets. They're not actually goths. Oh, that's awkward. That's sad. Then we might as well assign our hero to this place. That's sad that we don't get goths immediately. We do have to make sure we get central marketplace on every region that's not ecstatic, though. That upgrade is something. We already have central marketplace here? Wow. Yeah, the happiness, the disapproval reduction on the Allayi is no joke. Now we're at truce, so we don't have to get these military things anymore, at least not right away. I do want to get the Imperial Highways. This is a pretty substantial upgrade. It gives us bonus. It gives us roads, and the roads give us trade routes, and trade routes are very important for dust and science production. We can also go for extra food upgrades in the public granary. It's less good on this faction than on other factions. Yeah, but expansion disapproval is pretty huge on our empire at the moment. Just bounce here, and I think garrison over there. Yeah, so after that weird scuffle, we have 4 regions at Urbos. Urbos can go to hell. Burn. Anyway, I wonder if this region is slowly dying off. Possible. So I didn't know that the Guardians were like extra technologies. That's pretty cool. I really do hope that the Guardians can be retrofitted. The Guardian of Dust. I wonder what the score Guardian Aura does. I'll find out next one, I guess. If they're terrible, I'm glad the AI is wasting time on them. If they're not, I'm sad that the AI is wasting time on them. I think sewer systems is going to be important here, but I do want a Goth so that we can actually get some resources on this place. And we're going to go like this and triangulate like so. We do want to make sure we control this some mercy populace over there though. Yeah, so despite I don't know if I reacted poorly or whatever, but despite how it started out, the war actually turned out completely fine, except now we have more cities than we know what to do with, in the sense that we have cities and it's 4 and we're playing the Allayi. Our expansion disapproval is through the roof because we're playing the Allayi and they hate being good. Yeah, I'd be quite salty about this, but really, it is very important that you build cities, and the Allayi suck at that. So once we get Imperial Highways, we can think about picking up Marketplace. Screw you, you just declare war on me. I'd pick up Luxury Alchemists, which will help us keep a lot of luxuries active for longer times. Although, to be honest, we have enough luxuries, sort of. Yeah, we probably need more luxuries to keep our happiness levels alive. I think this is a good set of choices. Luxury, yeah, because what Luxury Alchemist will let us do, we already have these boosters naturally. So Luxury Alchemist will let us buy something and then keep it active for way longer because we already have natural boosters active. And we're potentially saving a lot of dust that way. So I kind of like that upgrade. I very much like that upgrade. It's really awesome. I love that upgrade. That was fast. But yeah. We're definitely going to bounce here, pick up some pearls. Oh, actually we're going to pick up the pearls over there, rather. We definitely want to pick up all the pearls. Can't pick up the pearls from red, because red is an asshole and has closed their borders again. But yeah, such is life. We're still happy in this region. I guess I want to pick up Central Market, and then I might want to go for the Industrial Megapole. If I'm going to do that, where should I place it? Probably here. It would take us a while to build, but this is very powerful. Like, it gives us 50... It potentially reduces districts all over our empire, and it gives us potentially 50 bonus industry. So that's very strong. Question is, do we still want the Skyfin? The answer is probably yes. But also I'm not sure. Okay, I think it's worth tanking a bit of dust to get that online faster. Yeah, this war really threw me a bit, but didn't turn out that bad. And we're actually doing alright on score, to be honest. I mean, as usual, our science is lacking because we're playing on Endless and the AI cheats. Yeah, there. That wine booster probably knocked everyone out of complete despair. Our empire is basically a bunch of drunkards, basically. I assume that's what the flavor behind the wine booster is. Like, I mean, flavor. Anyway, we can pick up. Oh, this is a good manufacturing to assimilate. This is resource boosters are not terrible, but bonus movement speed is relevant. We don't need the army units because all of them are melee army units. If they were ranged army units, that would be more enticing. But we have powerful melee units in these monks. They're just excellent units. And our dust production will be way better when the winter ends. We get doubly punished for having dust in the winter. Sorry. Whoops. Okay, believing that Oregon anomalies is a sign of God's blessing on Oregon, new culture and its influence from anomalies. Alright. That means we should get a lot extra influence, which is good. Okay. I guess I should have voted on this. Quest out of the land of the Godheads. Okay, so this is a quest we get for just having the Ecris, which is cool. This is these are a lot of elements in the Endless Legend DLC that are now realized on Endless Space 2, or are now recognized from Endless Space 2, which is cool because it seems like the games keep getting better. Construct a new city borough in at least 3 or more, of each type of terrain across your empire. Okay. And we get dust, and we get 2 Ecris army units. I'm more interested in the dust, and I'll probably sell the army units for more dust. Again, army units are not... They're not that fucking good. We can start extracting titanium, I think. It's not always helpful to think of these units as glorified extractors, but sometimes that's just what they are. And we really do kind of want the titanium. We have some titanium here, which is neat. We didn't have to get the technology. Again, I actively dislike picking up these exploitation technologies in the Allayi because I like using my Skyfins to get it instead, where the Skyfins have added utility. They're like mobile extractors in the middle of the late game, which is great, obviously. And winter has ended, so we can move units from dust without everything crashing and burning. That's good. I guess I'll keep this on dust. Actually, we can't put that much on, move that much from dust without everything crashing and burning. Our dust economy is sort of suffering. It's pretty surprising, actually. I do need to buy some gold, I guess. And the only way I can get... And I need to get this Imperial Highways up fast. The Imperial Highways is a great way to build up your dust economy. Or your economy in general. It's just great in every single way. Then we're going to get seed storage before Garth. Actually, the Garth might help us a lot. This terrain adds a lot of industry to us. They're both good choices, though. Let me just go for the seed storage first. Make sure the population there actually does something. Now, I want to build out this... I definitely want to build out the city as soon as I can. That will help a lot with its happiness problems. Because it's currently losing from city tiles. Wait, is this a special tile? Are we losing? Yeah, we're losing... Because these are boroughs, which is super irritating. They're not Goths. I wonder if the Ecris quest actually works if you're building not boroughs as in Goths instead. Wait, what is this quest again? We have to build up our population. Yeah, of course the dragon got that. Ugh. Hate you, dragon. I'll crush you at some point, obviously, you assholes. Well, I feel more confident about the sort of ruin count grows to all who stand in our way proclamation at the start of the campaign. You know, I'm into it. We can... Some of the AI, the pathing AI bugs a bit when you... Oh, so it didn't take fire damage this time? Weird. Anyway, we're getting more titanium. We're going to need it for armies, etc. at some point in the game. And we can't we can't see better resources at the moment. So I'm just going to send my hero ship out to do some scouting for pearls in the ocean. Hero ship being my hero ownership, as opposed to, well, and in the space too, I guess it's still a hero ownership. So ownership is still costing us, but not that much in this city actually. This city sucks. I can't believe I captured this. This region is not too bad actually, especially once we start expanding like so. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do a very odd expansion pattern here, but it should be okay in fact. We'll get a sewer system once we've picked up the scarf, I think. Yeah. Now this industrial megapole is going to be pretty important in the city. Actually, we're back up to fervent. How come? So we're back up to happy, which is good because we're getting the boost from this Museum of Origo. We get bonus dust and science from unhappy. That's very important for us. Now we can move population units off from that useless stuff. So as soon as we get our luxury economy online, we can... Look, basically my plan for this game is to get the luxury economy to the point where I can basically control all of the space without losing happiness too much. And then at that point, I can probably... Look, getting these regions was sort of forced upon me by the war. I just felt like I should capture those cities. I do wish they gave us more options with the city capture mechanic. Like, I would have gladly set fire to a couple of those cities. I'm just going to pick up the trade routes because we're about to get the trade routes tech. And trade route upgrades are very important. We should retreat here. I'm just going to get off the sea. The high seas are no place for weird cat creatures. No idea. We can build out here and then we'll upgrade this district or this district. So once we upgrade those districts, the happiness problem should be quote unquote over. At least reasonably soon. What the fuck are you doing in my territory? You can't just close the borders. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm really upset with this bear. You can't just close the borders and then like be like, oh, we're just gonna board through your area. What is really nice is how much influence we're producing, partly because of the event. We're producing a ton of influence. We should probably be able to have a great empire plan next. And with the empire plan, we can also improve our happiness levels. Now I should go onto Urus and convert this village, unless I can take out that minor faction army. Annoying that converting villages doesn't actually help you deal with the minor faction armies that already exist, but okay. Come back. Yeah. This game is shaping up in a very weird way. Should be able to auto that fight. Yeah, we defeated them very handily. So we're going to get a right of way after we pick up the scarf. And we're going to get a right of way here after we pick up this megapole. You can even do it before. And we could, but I really just want to rush for this megapole. Once I get that district cost reduction, it's going to help out all of our other cities. Kind of makes me want to delay districts in other cities, if at all possible. Yeah, and a sewer system is important here as well. Yeah, let's do it like that. So yeah, we're back into happiness mode. I'm not sure how that happened. It's just naturally... Let's check what's affecting happiness. Approval, city tile, several boosters, market. Yeah, so just picking up relevant upgrades in addition to expanding our city properly seems to have helped out there. This pragmatic scientist upgrade is not crucial, but it would be nice to have eventually. Speaking of which, it would be nice to have these things eventually. Ability to make peace treaties. That's okay. Ability to get food as well is also okay. And this upgrade is a little bit less amazing on this faction. Maybe this is even better. Just bonus to exploitation might be better than bonus per population, especially since our cities are going to be quite big. Now I love the stockpile trick. You might have noticed if you watch me play it all. So this pool hoarding option lets you turn stockpiles into lets you churn out a lot of stockpiles, and then you can use those stockpiles with unskilled labor and organized labor to get a ton of free resources. And we're not going to do that here, sadly, because we're using these stockpiles to build. So we're using these pearls to build up bigger cities. Part of the reason why I think the Allayi are potentially a little underpowered, though I don't have much experience playing off them. And we're not doing that badly here, so maybe they're not that bad. I mean, there's some things that are quite powerful about them. Okay, place called Uros. Find the certain routes indicated in the region for army contains at least one settler unit. That's interesting. No settler, okay. Let's pop it out then, I guess. What I do want to make sure of is that you assets. Stop. If they can control this region, that'll be really annoying. Party with 5 minor factions. It's going to be kind of hard for us to do. I think I should just bribe this or capture it with force. Urus definitely needs the help though. Maybe I should bribe it. If I do bribe it, that means putting a lot of production into dust, at least for a turn or so. This industrial megapole should be great. I'm really looking forward to having it. Whoa! Crap. Did the game freeze on me again? I really need to get a computer that can run this game better. For some reason, this game never freezes, or like Endless Space 2 almost never freezes for me, comparatively. So I wonder if it's just an optimization issue. But anyway, thanks for joining me for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to pick up the Industrial Megapole, get some Imperial coinage going, produce extra luxury resources, and really get back on track after that weird war exchange. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.